When you hear the name Wilma Rudolph, you automatically think of Olympic royalty. She's the athlete who won gold medals in the 1960 Olympic Games and set records in the process. And one of her most memorable races, of course, was the historic 4x1 relay, where she anchored Team USA to a gold.
But on that memorable day, the victory was celebrated by a team of talented athletes. Tonight, I reintroduce you to the powerful runner who made the historic baton handoff to Wilma. She is also a champion, and many people don't know. Her story begins right here in Savannah. Her name is Lucinda Williams Adams.
Good morning.
On this day, Lucinda Williams Adams is giving a history lesson right from the source. She's taking these track and field athletes on a trip to Rome back in 1960. It was the Summer Olympics, and history was already being made because the female U.S. track team was made up of all African-American women, something unheard of during the Jim Crow era. And then the historic handoff in the relay race that would seal a gold medal for Team USA.
We had a mistake in the passing of the baton, that once I got that baton in her hand, then we were going to get that gold medal.
Today, she still remembers that day like it was yesterday. And she recently returned to her old high school to share Olympic memories with track and field athletes and Woodville-Tompkins Alumni Association.
The part of the story of being here at Woodville is the most glorious story that I have, because it taught me the values of who you are, of who you represent, and what you're going to do once you leave here.
As a youth growing up in Bloomingdale and Savannah, she came from a family of modest means but strong values.
Remember, my folks were poor. We didn't have anything. I remember having 2 pairs of shoes, a Sunday pair and an everyday pair. And now, without bragging, I don't know which one where.
It's been 66 years since the young Lucinda Williams trained here. Back then, the school was known as Woodville. Her coach was the legendary Joe Turner. The street where I'm standing is named for him.
Was the coach that inspired me, who recognized the talent in me to be a runner. He was the one. He would put us on that old school bus, bring us out here to Savannah State, and here's where they had a track back in those days, and that's where we would practice. We never used any weights. Never. Never had any machines. Never knew anything about visioning, you know, but we knew about hard work.
Her hard work in high school and at the Tuskegee Relays would lead her to a track and field summer camp hosted by the iconic Tennessee State University track coach at Temple. That's where she met Wilma Rudolph, and the two of them, along with the rest of the women in the TSU program, set their sights on Olympic greatness.
You had to have track in your heart. Otherwise, there was no way to withstand the heat and the running of the hills and the stadium and the cross country, because we didn't have any modern technology at all.
All of these experiences are important parts of the story she shares with the young people she meets, hoping to inspire their own journeys to greatness.
You have to believe who you are, but decision making is so important. Because you have so many distractions, far more than I do. Because the student comes first and the athletics comes second.
Like, I always want to quit. And so I learned that just to always try and keep trying.
Anything that I want to do, put my mind to it, and I can keep doing it as long as I keep faith in myself.
When you saw that gold medal, what did you think?
How it'd be nice for me to have one.
An Olympic icon, Lucinda Williams Adams, inspiring future generations. By the way, I had the opportunity to run briefly under Coach Temple alongside Lucinda's daughter, Kim. Now, everyone should learn about the Tennessee State dynasty, and that is why we think it's so important to tell Lucinda's story. Tomorrow, I will continue to talk to Lucinda Williams Adams about her journey in the field of athletics and heading to the Olympics and how her success shaped the track and field arena.